The arena was a perfect circle of polished obsidian, its surface gleaming beneath the artificial sunlight of the Kavani Dreadnought's combat deck. Tiered platforms rose around it, packed with warriors and officers whose attention was fixed on the center of the ring. This was meant to be a spectacle, a formality in execution dressed up as tradition. Commander Sylvex stood with her hands clasped behind her back, posture flawless, long ears twitching with restrained impatience. This duel was a waste of time. The human Gabriel, Shaw, had been captured during a skirmish on the mining colony of Drenos 4. He should have been processed like the others, shipped to labor pits or quietly erased for defying the Empire. Instead, he had invoked the right of single combat. Arrogant. Laughable. But Kavani law was absolute. A challenge issued could not be refused. Across the arena, Gabriel was unshackled. He rolled his shoulders, stretched his arms, and winced theatrically, as if warming up for exercise instead of impending death. "Well," he said, rubbing his wrists, "I wasn't expecting spa treatment, but I guess you don't do hand massages in captivity?" Sylvex blinked once. "What? Just trying to get the blood flowing," he added with a grin. "Wouldn't want to embarrass you in front of your friends while I'm stiff." Laughter rippled through the crowd. Some jeered. Others leaned forward, amused. Sylvex remained stone-faced. Humor would not save him. She studied him despite herself. Broad-shouldered but lean, built for endurance rather than brute force. Unkempt dark hair, a face roughened by survival, not vanity. And his eyes sharp, alert, far too aware for a man about to die. "Are you finished stalling?" she asked coolly. Gabriel smirked. "Is that what this is? Thought we were soaking in the atmosphere. Not every day you get to fight on a spaceship. Nice place? Love the ominous war machine aesthetic. Enough." Sylvex unclasped her overcoat and let it fall away, revealing skin-tight duelist armor woven from obsidian fiber. Her curved plasma steel blade hummed to life as she activated its monomolecular edge. Gabriel's smirk faltered. Fancy." A quartermaster handed him a Kavani training blade, ceremonial steel, no energy edge, no enhancements. Sylvex arched a brow. "You did not request a suitable weapon." He tested the weight, gave it an experimental swing. "Nah, this'll do." The elder commander stepped forward. "By ancient right, the duel shall proceed. Victory by surrender, incapacitation, or death. Begin." Sylvex moved. She struck with lethal precision, the first blow aimed to end it instantly. Gabriel twisted aside at the last possible moment, the blade whispering past his shoulder. He stumbled, recovered. He had dodged. Sylvex's eyes narrowed. She pressed forward, a storm of strikes designed to dismantle him piece by piece. Steel rang against steel as Gabriel met her blade, not faster than her, but fast enough and learning. Each exchange sharpened his movements, his timing adjusting in real time. "You're still standing," Sylvex admitted. Gabriel rolled his neck. "Trust me." I surprised myself too. The crowd shifted. This was no slaughter. Sylvex attacked again, faster, stronger, relentless. Gabriel barely kept up, arms rattling with each impact. Her speed was terrifying, her strength unnatural. One misstep and he was dead. "Speak less," she said, punctuating the words with a vicious thrust. "Ever heard of banter?" He gasped, blocking. "Keeps things light." She sliced his shirt cleanly. "That was my last decent one," he muttered. Alien prisons have terrible fashion options. For the first time, her lips twitched. Gabriel began to watch, not react. He saw the patterns, the precision, the moments where she committed just a fraction too much. When she lunged again, he angled himself perfectly, letting her momentum carry her off balance. He struck, a clean tap against her arm. Silence fell over the arena. "That's one," he said. Her ears flicked irritation, surprise, something else. She came at him harder. The fight stretched on, blades flashing, bodies moving in a brutal dance. Gabriel's muscles burned, lungs screaming, but he endured. Endurance was his weapon. He had survived worse than this. Another feint. Another opening. "Two," he panted. "You fight differently," Sylvex said. "You do not fight to prove yourself. You fight to survive," she realized. She lowered her blade. The arena erupted in murmurs. I no longer wish to test that, she said. Gabriel blinked. So, draw? She turned to the crowd. The duel is over. The human is free. Free. Later, as alarms blared on the command deck and the dreadnought diverted toward a distress signal in deep space, Gabriel found himself still beside her, by choice. Unknown vessels. Physics-defying movement. A ship that flickered between realities. A voice that spoke of thresholds and forgotten wars. They boarded the ghost ship together. They learned just enough to know the universe was far older and more dangerous than any empire. When the entity vanished and reality stitched itself closed behind them, Sylvex stood silent, staring into the void. This is not a war, she said quietly. Not yet. Gabriel leaned against a console, exhausted. Good, because I'm really bad at fighting things that don't technically exist. She glanced at him, golden eyes thoughtful. She had believed strength was everything. Now she knew better. As the dreadnought turned away from the threshold, leaving forbidden space behind, Gabriel watched her from the corner of his eye. For someone who had once believed herself invincible, Commander Sylvex had discovered something far more powerful. Change.